Dear students, let us discuss experiment number 5 from C programming laboratory. So, the aim of this experiment is write a program to read the name of the user, number of units consumed, and print out the electric charges. Okay. So, here you have to write a program to read the name of the user, that is consumer, number of units consumed, and you have to calculate the amount of electric charge the consumer has to pay, and you have to display this here. So already they have given the charges also based on the number of units consumed and the other charges. Okay. So here it's a straightforward program. So we don't have any theory part to be discussed for this, because already you know how exactly the LCF ladder can be used, and the same is used in this program also. Okay. So we'll directly jump onto the program. So there itself I have written the in detail aim of this experiment. Okay. So this is the program for the same. So here I have written in detail aim of this experiment. So the in detail aim of this experiment is an electricity board charges the following rates for the use of electricity. So here the rates are given. So for the first 200 units 80 paise per unit. Okay, so the charges are for the first unit, for the first 200 units the charges are 80 paisa per unit. Okay, so after that for the next 100 units, means after 200 for the next 100, means from 201 to 300 units the charges are 90 paisa per unit. Okay, so after this the next is beyond 300 units the charges are rupees 1 per unit. Okay, beyond 300 means for the first 200 units the charges are 80 paisa per unit. So above 200 and up to 300, means below 300 the charges are 90 paisa per unit. Okay, and after that, that is after above 300 units, whatever may be the number of units that are consumed, the charges are rupees 1 per unit. Okay, so this is based on the number of units consumed. So apart from this, all users are charged a minimum of rupees 100 as meter charge. Okay, so this is fixed. Every user, regardless of the number of units he have consumed, he have to pay a minimum of rupees 100 as a meter charge. Minimum means no one will be able to pay the maximum amount. So that's why you consider this as a fixed meter charge of rupees 100 for every user for every month. Okay. So apart from this, if the total amount is more than rupees 400, means here by reading the number of units consumed, so first you have to calculate by using these rates, you have to calculate the amount that is charged. So to that charge you have to add this fixed charge 100. Okay, so after that whatever the charge or whatever the amount you have calculated, if that amount is more than 400, okay, so then an additional surcharge of 15% of the total amount is charged. Okay, this is for the, I think, creamy layered people, the people who use more amount of electricity. Okay, so if the total amount that is calculated by these charges and by the fixed 100 rupees meter charge, if it exceeds rupees 400, so the additional charge of 15% will be levied for the total amount. Okay, so based on this information you have to write a program to read the name of the user, the number of units consumed, and print out the charges. Okay, so knowing this information is very important here. Okay, so at the end you have to write a program to read, you have to read the name of the user, you have to read the number of units consumed. Okay, and once you read the number of units consumed, you can calculate the electricity bill or the charges that the consumer should pay, and that we have to display on the screen. Okay, so now let us see how exactly we can write a program for this based on this information. Okay, so initially again you have to write you have to include a header file here. So we include #include stdio.h in this program. So after that your program starts with this main function. We have void main. So you have to read the name of the user. So it will be a string. So for that we declare a character array here. So char name of size 20. So this variable name will be used to store the name of the consumer. So after this we have three more variables declaration, that is float unit to store the number of units consumed, amount to store the calculated amount, and one temporary variable. Okay, so after that initially you have to read the user name and the number of units. So for that you have to display one message on the screen. So we display this message on the screen, that is enter the consumer name and units consumed. So whenever user sees this message, he is going to enter the consumer name and the units consumed. Okay, so the consumer name will be string and units consumed will be a number. Okay, so to read this we have this scanf. So we read two values. The first one is consumer name, it's a string. So for that we have the format specifier as %yes, and it is stored in the variable name. The second one is units. So it's a number. We consider that as a floating point value %f, and for that already we have declared a variable, that is unit. So in unit we read that value, and we know that whenever you read a value into the character array, remember this, in every experiment whenever we use this, I repeat the same. Whenever in this scanf especially, whenever you want to read the value into a character array, you should not use ampersand before that variable name. Okay, if the variable is a character array, you should not use ampersand. If it is any other type other than character array, you should use ampersand before that. Okay, so once you read the customer name, consumer name and the units consumed, now we have to calculate the values. Okay, so at the beginning what we do is, so whatever the number of units consumed is there, so we take a copy of that into a temporary variable temp. Okay, so temp equal to unit means this holds the number of units consumed. Okay, so here after that we initialize the amount, or we assign value 100 to the variable amount. Why? Because we know that as per the given information, for every customer, regardless of the number of units he have consumed, so there is a fixed charge of 100. So that's why at the beginning only we add 100 rupees to the amount variable. Okay, so after this now we start the computation. Okay, so here again for the computation you should know the number of units consumed. So that is read into the variable unit, and we have taken the copy of that into the temp. So that's why here temp will also hold the value of unit. Okay, so here, so for this information you have to compare the value of temp, the number of units consumed. Okay, so that's why here we use the if else ladder in our program also. Okay, so first we check whether the value of temp is less than or equal to 200. Means temp means already I told you unit. I will not repeat each time here. So if the number of units consumed is less than or equal to 200, what you have to do? If it is less than or equal to 200 means, so already we know that for first 200 units the charges are 80 paisa per unit. So here it is very simple. So if the number of units consumed is less than or equal to 200, the amount to be calculated is amount equal to amount plus temp is the number of units consumed multiplied by 0.80, because the charges are 80 paisa per unit. So the number of units is temp. So number of units into per unit charges, it is 80 paisa. Okay, so whatever this calculated value is there, so to this you have to add how much? What you have to add? You have to add the fixed amount 100. So this is present in the variable amount. So that's why, so this will be 100 plus the number of units consumed temp into 0.80. Okay, So whatever the total value you get, so that is stored in the variable amount. Understood? So at the beginning itself we check whether temp value is less than or equal to 200. If the value of temp is less than or equal to 200, so you have to use this information, that is for all the number of units consumed, the charges are 80 paisa per unit. Okay, so if temp is less than or equal to 200, so the number of units consumed is present in temp, so it is number of units consumed, that is temp, multiplied by 0.80. Okay, so temp into 0.80, it will give you the actual charge. So to this you have to add 100 rupees fixed charge. So you have stored 100 rupees fixed charge in the variable amount. So that's why we write here amount plus temp into 0.80. Okay, so here amount plus temp into 0.80, so it will give you the total amount, so that will be assigned to again variable amount. Okay, this is first part. Else means if this condition is false, means if the number of units consumed is not less than or equal to 200, means if it is more than 200, so here you have to check one more condition, else if temp is less than or equal to 300. Because see here when we know that the temp is not less than or equal to 200, means if it is greater than 200, so you have to check whether it is only greater than 200 or it is greater than 300. Because here we know that for the first 200 units it is 80 paisa, for the next 100 units means up to 300 units, it is for 200 1 to 300 it is 100 units. So that's why here if this condition is true, we have to use only these two rules, that is 80 paisa and 90 paisa. Okay, so that's why here when this condition is false, in this else if, again we check whether temp is less than or equal to 300. Okay, if temp is less than or equal to 300, what you have to do? So out of 300 units, let us consider it may be 300 or less than 300 also. So we'll consider 300 only. So out of 300 units, so for the first 200 units, you have to compute by using the 80 paisa. Okay, so 80 paisa into 200, it is 160. Okay, 80 paisa into 200, it is 160. It is known. Okay. So after that, whatever the remaining amount is there and the remaining units, so for that you have to calculate by 90 paisa. So that's why here if temp is less than or equal to 300, we have the formula as amount equal to temp minus 200 multiplied by 0.90 plus 160. Just a minute. Okay. So one more thing. So instead of taking amount here, what I will do is I will directly add the value 100. Okay, because here also I have to add value 100 and here also I have to add the value 100. Please make a note of this here. Okay, if you are getting confusion, we'll leave the lines here. Okay, so this one already I told you. So we had kept the 100 in amount, so that's why I had written amount plus temp. So instead of writing the variable name, I will directly write the value itself here. So amount equal to 100 plus temp into 0.80. Okay, in the second case, that is if temp is less than or equal to 300, amount equal to this 100 fixed charge. Okay, plus so this one is already known to you, that is 160. What is this 160? So it is because we know that the number of units is greater than 200. So for the first 200 units it is 80 paisa. So how to calculate this? 200 units into 80 paisa. How much it is? 200 into 0.080. It is 160. So this 160 directly we add. That is 2 for 200. So we have added fixed charge. We have added for the 200. So above 200, whatever may be the number of units consumed, for that the value, the rate is 90 paisa. So that's why here what we do is the total number of units consumed minus 200. It may be 250, it may be 260, it may be 290, it may be 300 also. Okay, so in that you have to subtract 200, because for 200 already you have written the charge here. So whatever the difference amount and whatever the number of units you have consumed above 200, so for that the charges are multiplied by 0.90. Okay, so that's why as a result when you calculate in this way, so the total amount you get is stored in the variable amount. Okay, So if this condition is also not true, means if this is also not true, this is also not true, then obviously here else if temp is greater than 300. Okay. So I think you can skip this line also, no problem, because we know that here when the temp is not less than or equal to 200, it is not less than or equal to 300, then obviously it will be greater than 300 only. No need to check it once again. Okay. So that's why here else means if it is greater than 300, what you have to do? So we know that. So instead of writing 250 directly here, what I will do is, so 0.90 into 100, it will be 90, no? So 90 plus 160. Okay. So what I will do here is, if it is greater than 300, so how the charges are? Again, it may be any number above 300. So for the first 200, you have to calculate by 80 paisa. So 200 into 80 paisa, we know that it is 160. Okay. So it is greater than 300, means above 200 for the next 100 units, the charges are 90 paisa. So this also you have to calculate. So 100 into 90 paisa, that is 0.90, it will be 90 rupees. Okay. So that's why it was directly written as 250. Okay. So this 160 is for the first 200 units, 90 is for the next 100 units. Okay. So means by these two values you have calculated the charges for 300 units. Now you have to calculate the charges for above 300 units. So above 300 units, how to find that? So whatever the total number of units consumed value is there, so in that you have to subtract 300. So temp minus 300 will give you the charges or the number of units consumed above 300. So for this you have to multiply by 1, because the rates are 1 rupee per unit for beyond 300. Okay. So here by this you will calculate the actual amount to be paid. Okay. So this 160 is for the first 200 units, 90 is for the next 100 units, and this one is beyond 300 units. Okay. So to this again we add 100 rupees fixed charge. So whatever the value you get, so that we store in the variable amount. Okay. So this is the calculation part. So here we have one more thing, that if the total amount is more than rupees 400, an additional surcharge of 15% is to be charged. Okay. So that's why here you have calculated the amount. Okay. If this condition is true, here amount is calculated by this line. If this condition is true, amount is calculated like this. If these two conditions are not true, the amount will be calculated by this line. Okay. So that's why after this we check the value of amount. Okay. So if amount is greater than 400, what you have to do? We have to add 15% of this amount. So for that we have the line as amount equal to amount, whatever the amount we have, plus 15% of amount. To calculate 15% of amount, we write amount equal to amount plus amount into 0.15. So this amount into 0.15 will give you the 15% of the actual amount that is calculated. Okay. So this 15% of amount will be added to the actual amount value. Okay. So here by adding 15% to this amount, whatever the new value you get, so this is again assigned to the same variable, that is amount only. Okay. So in this amount variable only you have the actual amount to be paid. Okay. So after this you have to just now display the values. Okay. So here I will display it in the tabular form. So that's why /n means on the next line it will be displayed. So I will just display the heading as name. After that I have used /t and /t 2 times. See, /t is for tab. Whenever we use this, it is going to leave 6 blank spaces. So that's why on the screen whenever it displays name, so it is going to leave 6 blank spaces 2 times. After that it will display this units as it is. After that again 6 blank spaces 2 times, and again it will display amount, and /n means the values are displayed on the next line. Okay. So this printf is just to display the heading as name, units and amount. Okay. So below this name I have to display the name of the consumer. Below units I have to display the number of units consumed, and below amount I have to display the amount to be paid. So for that I have the printf statement here. So this printf is to just display the headings, and this printf is to display the values. Okay, so here first I have to display name. This is a string, that is %s. So after this I have to give some space, so that's why /t I use. So after that units I have to display, so this is again a %f, so again /t. Okay, again to display amount I have %f. Okay, so this name is present in the variable name, number of units consumed is present in the variable unit, and amount to be paid is present in the variable amount. Okay, so this is the end of your program. Very small and simple program. So you have to just remember these lines, try to understand these things. Hope all of you understood the same, but still if you have any confusion, please feel free to discuss with me in order to clarify your doubts. Okay, so now let us execute this program. So first I will compile this program. Now we'll run this program. So enter the consumer name and units consumed. So let me enter the name of the consumer as Mohan, my name, and let us enter the number of units consumed as 150. Okay, so see here it is displaying name, units and amount as a heading, and below name we have the name of the consumer, that is Mohan. Below units I have the number of units consumed, that is 150, and below amount I have the amount to be paid. Okay, so 150, so I think it's very easy to calculate, because for first 200 units the charges are 80 paisa. Okay, so for 150 also the charges are 80 paisa, so it will be 80 plus 40, it will be 120. So 120 plus fixed meter charge of 100, so 120 plus 100, it is 220. The same is given here. Okay, so similarly let us run this once again. So again I will give the name as Mohan, and I will enter the number of units consumed as 300. So in this case you just see for 300 units the amount to be paid is 350. Okay, so in this way you can write a program for the same. Thank you.